Live from the WTXL studios, this is ABC 27's News at Noon.
Now at noon, the fate of Andrew Wilson now in the hands of the jury and soon in the hands of the judge. Good afternoon, I'm Craig Angel. It was a week ago today that the jury found the Wakulla County man guilty of murdering John McKenzie, Patrick Pittman, and the attempted murder of his then estranged girlfriend, Gabrielle McKenzie. Now all this happened in March of 2011. After hearing dozens of witnesses this week as part of the penalty phase, jurors are now deliberating a recommended sentence. They have to decide whether to recommend to the judge that Wilson serve a sentence of life in prison or the death penalty. And among those that testified during the trial last week and the penalty phase this week was Gabrielle McKenzie herself, the lone survivor of the attack. She told the jurors about her and Andrew's rocky relationship. The defense in the case hoping for a life sentence. The state, however, going for the death penalty. Of course, we will keep you updated as developments come in on this case. Well, next week, Tallahassee City Commissioners are going to be weighing in on whether to settle a lawsuit filed by the wife of a current city commissioner. This here is a photo from social media of Tallahassee City Commissioner Gills Ziffer on the right and his wife, Gail Stansberry Ziffer. Well, Gail filed a lawsuit against the city after tripping and falling in June of 2010 on a sidewalk on Four Oaks Boulevard in the Southwood area. According to city documents, she was hospitalized for 3 weeks and still has lingering effects. Well, even still years later here. Now, city documents we obtained also show that the city found the cause of Stansberry Ziffer's fall was due to prior tree root growth, which created the trip hazard. Now, next week, city commissioners are going to be deciding whether to approve a settlement in the amount of $100,000. That is the statutory cap available here. Now, I also spoke with Commissioner Gil Ziffer. He tells me to avoid any conflict of interest. He has at no time had any conversations about this lawsuit with any city employees or commissioners. Now, when the commission meets next week to decide, Commissioner Ziffer tells me that he will excuse himself from the meeting and will not be in chambers at the time of the vote. You can read more on this story. We've got it posted for you on the homepage of our website, WTXL.tv. Now at noon, the Wakulla County Sheriff's Office saying goodbye to a faithful member of their team. The K9 unit dog, Gunny, died yesterday after being with the department. Gunny was retired in 2010 after being injured during a vehicle pursuit. The following year, he and his handler, Lieutenant Ronald Mitchell, were awarded with the Trailing Team of the Year by Governor Rick Scott. Under Sheriff Trey Morrison says Lieutenant Mitchell is, as you could imagine, devastated by the loss of his partner.
That dog was his partner for several years, there every day, you know, and he's going home with him every day. So there's a big connection there, and hopefully they'll be able to recover from that.
Gunny was the last K9 unit dog to serve in the department, and right now there's a lack of funding to get and train any new dogs. Well, a couple of hotel guests very happy to see local Tallahassee firefighters. This is why they got stuck in an elevator for about 2 hours at Hotel Duval. You'll see here in a moment some of the photos from the rescue that happened early Thursday morning. Tallahassee firefighters, you can see there in the pictures, they had to drop a rope down the elevator shaft and then they rappelled down to pull the passengers to safety. The 3 people on board the elevator are doing just fine. Tallahassee community turning out in a big way Thursday to help those in need. Moving company Amwa teaming up with America's Second Harvest of the Big Bend to host their first ever Food for Hunger drive. Together and with your help, they raised 3,615 pounds of food. The drive took place at Cascades Park in Lake Ella.
We have over 600 moving companies across the nation that are participating in this, and we've fed over 3 million people so far. And this is our very first truck that we've wrapped in the entire country. We're going to wrap a few more of these this year to let people know that when they move, they should be donating their food to families in need.
We just want to thank the Tallahassee community for supporting us and for helping our neighbors, because in reality, the stronger our community is, the more successful all of us are.
Amwat Moving and Storage has been a member of the Move for Hunger organization since 2009. Well, parents, if you're looking for something for your kids to do tomorrow, look no further than this event. City of Tallahassee and Coach's Closet holding an event especially for youth. It's the Greg Grady Summer Fest and Clothing Drive. Coach's Closet goal is to help build future leaders and productive citizens. Its purpose is to teach youth in the community about respect, discipline, and positive attitude. Event's going to have food, music, activities, sporting competitions, basketball tournament, access to a free clothing drive as well. Here's all the details for you. It's happening tomorrow, 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the Lawrence Gregory Community Center. That is on Dade Street in Tallahassee. For more information, you can call 850-321-9866. And I'll tell you what, for the weekend, it's going to be very nice weather. Yeah, we may have a little bit of rain to worry about. But overall, Michelle, it's just going to be hot.
Yeah, hot. That's right. The heat and humidity will be on. It will feel sizzling out there, and it already does. And you can already see a little bit of the haze, but that's slowly moving out of the way. Now we have some mostly cloudy conditions around most of the area. Temperatures in the upper 80s across most of us. We're looking right now at Tallahassee, seeing those mostly cloudy skies, and 90 degrees now. 88 there for Thomasville. Valdosta, you're at 94. And we've been holding off for the showers for the most part. Earlier this morning around Valdosta, we had a few light and spotty showers. Nothing to report right now on radar and satellite, just a little bit of those cloudy conditions. Now, temperatures, number-wise, some of us are there in the 90s, around 92 for Apalachicola, Valdosta at 94 and 90 there in Homerville. Elsewhere, we're looking like the mid to upper 80s, but it sure feels like it's in the 90s for most of the region, and I'll show you in just a moment that it feels like the triple digits across many places around our region. Breakdown for this Friday looks like this, still holding on to about a 20% chance of showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, very limited though, and we're looking at 95 degrees for the high temperature. The rain starts to clear out. The clouds, they kind of stick around for a little bit, and it is slow to cool down for tonight. Even around 10 o'clock, we'll still be around 86 degrees. I'll give you all the details in your full forecast coming up in just a few moments. Greg?
All right, Michelle, thank you very much. Well, as you can kind of see, my side, it's a little absent here because Kelly has packed the bags. She's taking a little bit of a road trip this afternoon, live all morning long. She was out at Pouncey's, and Kelly now joining us live from Gills Oyster House in Perry. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Greg, Perry is treating us so well. Same story here at Gills' famous Oyster House. I mean, talk about a spread of food, welcoming customers, a whole lot of fun out here. We're going to be out here all throughout the show, so you still have time to come on out, get some of the food, and say hello. I'm joined now with Zodi. Now, tell us a little bit about your history here with Gills' famous Oyster House.
Mr. and Miss Gills started in 1961, and they got the pogo stick in 65, and I started in 1982. And I worked as a waitress for 15 years, and then I bought it 5 years ago in 2009, and I've been operating ever since.
So you've literally seen it in every aspect of it, and we have quickly learned when you come through the door, there's a very special greeting when you're coming in and leaving. Tell us a little bit about that.
They say the finest people in the world come through that door.
And where did that come from?
Mr. Dill started it.
And keep it going. And another thing you guys have kept going, talk about food. This is just a small array. We are talking about so much food out here. What are some of those favorite items that you think the customers really look for here at Gills?
Well, they love the raw oysters and the seafood, and we have a good steak that we cut ourselves. It's a ribeye. And we have chicken too, and they just like all the food. They said that we're famous for our food.
A little bit of everything, and you even mentioned some music. We always have Sunrise Rocks at our morning show. We're bringing music though in the noon hour. Talk about playing the pogo stick. Now you're going to give us a little sneak peek. Can you explain to people what it is?
It's a one-man band, so I don't really know how to explain it. You'll just have to see it.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it any better myself. And we're going to show it to you guys coming up in just a few minutes. I already got a sneak peek. It's something you're definitely going to want to stick around for. So, Greg, we're going to go get prepped here. Maybe take a couple nibbles here. We'll send it back to you for now.
I love it. Kelly with the pogo stick. I'm getting so excited for that. All right, Kelly, we'll see you back here in a few minutes. Still ahead here on the news at noon. Later on in entertainment, actor Shia LaBeouf in jail facing some charges. We'll talk about that coming up. Plus, a Georgia woman is rained down by a car right in front of her own family. What her daughter says happened. Plus, talking about the WTXL road trip. Where are we going to be at next week? The big reveal coming up. Oysters and pogo sticks. Yeah, that's what we're finding on the WTXL road trip. Kelly Bartoli live for us now from Perry, Deal's Oyster House. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Greg, we're having so much fun out here. We got a whole bunch of food, and I promised you some music. We were learning all about the pogo stick. Zodi's been playing it since 1982, and she is kind enough to get it ready for us. We also have some customers that want to join in on the action as well, so let's hear from them. Take it away, guys. Talk about a party in Perry. Greg, we're out here at Deal's Famous Oyster House having a whole lot of fun. You are missing a good time. We still got a little bit more to come. Maybe I'm going to try my first oyster when we come back. For now, I'll send it back to you. Well, our WTXL road trip continues. We've been in Perry all morning, and we're continuing the party now and tonight. Now, we're at Deal's Famous Oyster House. I have to admit, I've never had an oyster. So Zodi here is going to show me the way. Tell me some of your tips and tricks for especially first-time oyster eaters.
Well, we picked a small one for you. So we put it on the, oops, let's get it on here.
Okay.
And we're going to put it, which I probably need a little bit bigger one than this one, but just put the whole cracker in your mouth. That's Deal's Famous oyster sauce.
Oyster sauce on top, a little spicy? Okay.
It's not too hot.
Here we go. Cheers, everyone.
Put the whole thing in your mouth and chew it real slow. Look at that satisfied look on her face.
It's good. Oh, good. It's not nice to talk with your mouth full, but it's really good. I really like the sauce too. It's not overly spicy, but it's got a little kick. That's a secret sauce here?
Secret sauce.
Of course it is.
Deal's sauce.
All the good stuff, the secret, right? And we got a whole ton of food here. A whole lot of stuff here.
Hush puppies with the guava jelly.
Hush puppies, guava jelly, looks like a taco salad, shrimp, fried pickles, what are we, got green beans? Whole bunch of everything out here at Deal's. Even though it's Famous Oyster House, you're really famous for all your food.
Right.
A whole lot of fun. Even though we are finishing up here at Deal's, Jade, Cass, and Brad are going to be at the Forest Capitol Museum tonight, broadcasting the news at 5, 5:30, and 6. So our party in Perry continues all day long. Greg and Michelle, I'll try to save you some food, but no promises. Back to you.
Sounds pretty good. Live again from tonight from Perry. Good night.